Welcome to this episode of Your Business Won't Scale Itself by Terry Foster. This episode is presented to you by the Strategic Advisor Board along with Terry Foster Consulting. Terry Foster Consulting is a digital marketing agency that helps business owners just like you scale to seven figures and beyond with effective digital marketing. So, in today's episode, we're going to touch on a question that I've definitely gotten it a lot over the years, and that is whether or not you should be looking to run and manage your paid ads yourself. Should you be looking to outsource them to like an agency or a freelancer? Or should you possibly bring someone in-house? So really, definitely the answer to this question depends on a lot of variables. But as you know, on these episodes, we're talking about businesses that are really looking to grow and scale. So we're going to kind of approach it from that mindset because yeah, if you're a complete beginner that are just getting started, then you probably want to be managing them yourself. You probably want to be in the weeds just a little bit. Like in the beginning, if you're just starting out, you want to know enough to be dangerous. You want to know enough to have like an intelligent conversation, just so people aren't scamming you, just so you have like some type of clue what's going on with the ads. But of course, as you start to grow in scale, you kind of want to partner with people that do this day in and day out because they're going to do a better job. They're going to do better than since they're doing it full time, they should be able to beat someone that does it part time. So really, as you're looking to scale, it comes down to two options. Do you want to outsource it to an agency or a freelancer, or do you want to bring someone internally? And again, with that, really, it's going to boil down to some factors. One of the things, though, you have to keep in mind before we even jump into the factors is that typically, in agency, they have multiple resources. So, an agency like mine, for example, we have a copywriter, we have a media buyer, we have someone on video. So, there's a lot of assets and you kind of getting a team behind you as opposed to like let's say that you brought someone in-house. It's hard for one person to be good at copywriting, to be good at the technical media buying side of the house, to be good at creatives. Like that's called a unicorn. And if you do find that person, they're going to cost you a lot of money. So typically, you're getting more support with the agency just because they have more resources. But on the flip side, though, like if you want more control, because an agency, of course, they're going to be working with multiple clients who very likely aren't going to be on the only client. You don't have complete control of them because you're just one of their clients. Whereas if that's something that you need, if that's something that you want is to have complete control, then that's when you're looking to bring someone in-house. Bring someone in-house, you have to make sure that they are that you're able to train them. So it's probably a bad idea. Like if you don't know anything about Facebook ads, like if you haven't worked with an agency and you kind of went back and forth and you got your strategy dialed in, you understand why the agency is doing what they're doing and it's working. That allows you to then bring someone in-house and you can have that same conversation and you can guide them and teach them. But if that's never happened, it's going to be hard for you to do that. So you're going to be putting all your trust in an employee that you're not going to be able to train. So again, if you can find someone that is very, very good, it's probably going to cost you a decent amount of money, probably more money than an agency, depending on what agency you're working with. So really the things that you need to factor in is what's your budget, what's your experience, and how much control over the person that you have. There's no blanket response. For some people, it's better to just go with the agency or freelancer. For some people, it's better to bring someone in-house. I think if I had to if you forced me to give one answer, I would think probably up until a couple million, um, you know, 3 million or so, you're probably better off like in agency. If you're above that, if you're scaling above three, if you want to get to like 10, then maybe at that point you have the resources to really bring someone in-house, give them stuff what they need to be successful, and now you have it like a resource that you actually can control that you're not sharing with anyone else. So that would kind of be my recommendation. But again, you got to do what makes best sense for your business. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks.